Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Mayuko and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a stationery haul video. I've done a couple of these in the past, and recently I was sent a huge box of stationery supplies from my uncle, and I thought I would talk about them, the ones that I like, the ones that I'm excited by. I thought we could use this time to also just kind of catch up a little bit, because a lot of my recent videos, while I'm so proud of them, they've been very well researched, they have a script and everything, and it's been a while since I literally just sat down in front of a camera and just had kind of a heart-to-heart stream of consciousness video. I enjoy making these ones because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even have an outline for this thing, except I'm gonna pick things out of here and show them to you. So hope you enjoy. Also, debut of my short hair. Actually, there's been other videos with my short hair before, but now you can see it in all of its glory. Okay. So let's talk about what's in here. There's some really cool things that I got this package a while ago from my uncle, and I've already been using quite a few of these things, but there's also things that I'm you know when you get new stuff and you don't want to use it because if you use it then it'll be used and you kind of want it to stay in this pristine condition forever? That's me. I think that's kind of a hoarder mentality a little bit. I buy things and I never use them. Or I buy clothes and I don't wear them for 2 weeks because I'm oh, but it's perfect right now. So some of these are like that, other ones are not. Those of you who've watched my videos for a while know that I like a mix of digital and analog products. Maybe it's just the Japanese person in me that can't let go of just paper things. But even though I was developing iOS apps and I was super techie software engineer for a while, I feel it's just not the same, you know, as using actual physical tangible things. So I'm really excited for a lot of these items because they help me just kind of stay more in touch with just my physical surroundings, I guess. Okay, one of the first things that I want to talk about are these planners. Okay, so I'll be real, I haven't used them because I'm terrible at keeping paper planners, but I'm really happy to own them because of the thought that I could use them. These are supposed to be kind of a diary, life, and idea one, so you can put your own diary as well as use it as a calendar and then also put ideas in them. And you can take them out of the thing if you want to. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't know about you all, but I love the feeling of paper from Asia. These, all of the stationeries from China, the Chinese, Japanese, Korean stationery, the paper quality is just different. And I love it. It's very smooth, it feels nice. I feel Asian stationery products really think about the overall user experience of stationery and using it. But anyway, how are you all doing? How's COVID where you are? What's on your mind? What are you struggling with? I'm curious to know. As for me, what have I been thinking about and struggling with? I've just been thinking a lot about how to have a more balanced life. Recently, I've just been taking a lot of breaks and stuff. I think I'm finally falling into and being used to the whole fact that I work for myself. So if I want to take an hour-long walk in the afternoon, I can. But so can you too, because we're all working remotely and whatnot. But I think I just feel more like I'm in charge of my own life these days, and that's nice. But it's also just been a weird time because it's we've been in lockdown for a year and a half, and a lot of parts of the world still are, and COVID is still very much real. And so it's oh, we're adjusting to the new normal. Actually, no, not quite yet. But it is more normal than it was before, but not entirely. So we just have to be cautious and careful and check your privilege and be thankful for what we do have. So it's just a weird time. Speaking of lockdown, actually, so y'all might be familiar with campus notebooks. Campus notebooks, I feel are so common, so popular. If you're Asian, you've probably had them before. I love campus notebooks. I bought them and used them in college, in high school specifically, mostly because American notebooks are so bulky and they weigh so much to carry around, versus these are nice and slim, but the pages are still you can still fit as much information in them. They're all kind of travel themed, and I say it's related to COVID because KOKUYO, who's the company that makes campus notebooks, they're we've been in lockdown for a year, no one's traveled. What if we kind of give the sense that we traveled by creating notebooks that are kind of these cute designs? I think these are really Russian themed. So I think that's just a fun way. I feel like that's a very like nice way to like allow yourself to feel different about your surroundings, but not actually have to go anywhere and put yourself in danger. I also have a mini pack too, so no shortage of notebooks here. Oh, also, if you're interested in buying any of these products, they only really sell them in China, so you can buy them through Alibaba. I'm not like sponsored, I was just gifted a lot of these, but I'll leave links in the description box down below in case you are interested in them. It's been like a year and a half since I like went full-time on YouTube, and so that's been kind of like a reflection point for me. It's been cool to just like see how Hello Mayuko and my YouTube channel has grown and transformed and how my content has changed. I feel like I'm on a stride. I'm not just hitting my stride, but I'm on a stride with making content. And so I appreciate you all for always watching, and for new people who are discovering my content now, hello and welcome. Appreciate you for being here. If y'all weren't watching, this wouldn't be possible. So I just feel very thankful that I get to do this, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh, also, like another thing that I recently started too, as a result of being able to work for myself, is an iOS Developer Academy. And so my friend and I co-founded it. We just like finished our first cohort and we're gearing up for the next one. And that's been super fun, especially because it's just like I get to teach what I know as an iOS developer. And it's very fulfilling. It's very cool. It's very challenging, taking what I know from here and putting it out onto like an actual easily digestible format. So if you'd like to check it out, link is in the description box down below. I'll also make like a future video like more fully about iOS development or more fully about the bootcamp or something. It's more like an academy, not as much like a bootcamp, but that's been going on in my life and it's been super fun. Let's switch from notebooks for a little bit and talk about these little like organizer things that my uncle sent me. I don't know about you, but I feel like Asia does organizer pouches so well. He said that you can use these for like really anything. Like these are really nice because they actually like, if you use the little clasps on the side, they can sit up like this on your desk. Ingenious. This one is also like a really nice medium-sized one. So this one I'm actually probably gonna use as like toiletries or makeup or something, but you can also use it for really whatever you want. You can never have too many organizer patches. This one's called the Hako Hako, which is also really cute because that means box. And it has a little carrying thing. But I feel like as I get older, organizers become so important because you just accumulate a lot of stuff, and next thing you know, you're like, well, now I have too much stuff, but I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff. Oh, hi, Ellie. Hi there. How you doing? You trying to see what's going on? Did you just bust through my door? It just becomes so important because you just accumulate a lot of stuff, and you did. You just bust through my door. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying as I become an adult, I feel like organizing things become increasingly more important because you have a lot of stuff, but you don't want to get rid of any of it. You just want easier access to a lot of things. Next. Oh goodness, this is a lot of stuff. Ta-da! These are little binders actually, that you can like change the inside of, which I feel like that's really nice alternative to notebooks because then you can actually just keep using them. I also have the actual filler paper inside as well that come in different colors. These are much smaller and more manageable than the binders that I feel like I used to use in school. In middle school, I used to get the 3-inch binders and spend like an entire day like making the perfect cover for it because there were slip covers that you can put stuff in. So I'd like print pictures of like my favorite boy band or my favorite anime or my favorite musician, actor, whatever, and just like put it in the front. And then I also make like spaces for like friends to sign so that I can like bring it around. It's basically like very simple scrapbooking now that I think about it. Okay, now let's look at some of the kind of the smaller things because they're also very cute. First up is washi tape. I think these are actually so gorgeous. Washi tape is can be kind of expensive to buy just as is, but it's more fun if you have just lots of different kinds, because one thing that I've actually been doing is in gift wrapping stuff, I actually just use washi tape instead of regular tape because it adds just like that much more special of a touch. That's fun, so I'll probably use these for that as well. This is like a little tape thing, so if you kind of like go across something, then it puts a little layer of tape on it, like double stick tape, so you can like put nice things on it. Oh, and then this triangle eraser. Again, what the heck? It's so cute. Why have we been bothering with like other types of erasers when you can do this? It's cool because there's so many different angles on it, so you can like erase things very cleanly and accurately. One of my favorite things that he sent is this ruler. It looks like a very simple ruler, but the best part about it is that it extends like this so that it can be even longer, which is great because I used to have one that was only this size, but I was like, it's a little too small. But this one goes whoosh. It's like a freaking transformer. One thing that I've been thinking about a lot recently is just kind of like, what are the next 2 years gonna be like for the world and for me and for everyone around me? I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how things turn out. I feel like maybe this is like a 90s kid thing, but I feel like back in the day, in like the 2000s, specifically the early 2000s, life was so peaceful, but it could also be because I was just so oblivious to everything that was going on in life. And ever since basically like the 2016 elections, I've just been like, wow, there's a lot of shit that's happening in the world. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like, this is just what happens when you become an adult, because when you were a kid, you didn't pay attention to things, because I'm sure in the early 2000s, there was a lot of stuff that happened, but it makes me think a lot about like, man, I'm like living through history. Every single time anything big happens, I'm like, this is history. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't weird or boring, which is always my fear when I'm making videos. But yeah, I feel like it's been a while since I did a stationery haul video, and it's also been a while since I did like a stream of consciousness video. A lot of things are happening up here all the time, and I personally enjoy watching stream of consciousness videos from other YouTubers because it's cool to know about what they think and how they think, because people are so different and the way that they think and perceive the world is really cool to hear. But it is kind of a jumbled mess in here all the time, so I'm sorry if none of it made sense, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the video regardless. Maybe I'll bring back favorites videos again, because I do want to talk about things that I really like. Like recently I've been really into my like slippers that I bought on Amazon, and yes, they're not the cutest thing, but they're cute enough and they are so comfy to walk on, and my knees are very lucky and thankful to be wearing them. Stuff like that, as well as like all of the stationery stuff. Like, I want to talk about what I want to talk about sometimes. And I know that like sometimes in the comments y'all are disappointed that I'm like not talking about like the tech industry as much anymore. I think my channel is always gonna be like centered around the tech industry and kind of like peripherally about it, because that's just like a part of me and I can't undo that. And I also am not rejecting that part of me either. But I'm not always gonna talk about coding, and I'm not always gonna talk about Silicon Valley, because I am an independent person who has her own feelings and interests outside of those things. Even when I was working in tech, that was true. So I hope you allow me to like play around and make different kinds of videos that I want to make, because it's fun. Got a lot of great videos coming out in the next few months. A lot of them are going to really revolve around helping you all get a software engineering job. I feel like I can really like double click into that and explore lots of different topics and provide advice and tips for you so that you can land the job that you want and also get through college, and kind of like all of the things that happen in like switching to tech and like finding a new life and all of that. And hopefully I can do that in a holistic and helpful manner. So if there's any topics that you want to see, as always, let me know in the comments down below. I'm also relaunching Muko's Corner soon. The newsletter's coming back. I've been growing my team to help me do all of these things. So it's an exciting time and I can't wait to bring it to all of you all. So make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.